Well, as we begin a process of strategic planning together, it's really an incredible opportunity to think about not only what our values are, what our mission is, what we want to do together here at Centre College, but it's an opportunity to think about where we want to go. What's the future look like in 3 years, in 5 years, even 10 years down the road? It's hard to imagine 10 years down the road in some respects, but the reality is that we need to be planning now and continue to plan strategically, tactically about how to achieve our vision together, how to make our mission a reality for 21st century students and for faculty and staff who work and love this college. So I'm excited to join with the full Centre community. This entire family will come together. Alumni across our world will be called on to think with us about where do you want to see Centre go? What do you want to support? What do you want to engage with as an alum of this incredible college? Faculty and staff will have integral roles, not only in the planning process, but in implementing the plans that we come up with in the coming year. Our Board of Trustees will guide this process. They'll also approve this process, and we hope in about a year to bring the full proposal of the strategic plan to the Board of Trustees in 2021. And of course, our students are going to have a major role in helping us not only decide where we want to be, but how to make this a vibrant, engaging campus right now for all of our current students. We'll have strategic planning groups, and in some ways, each of those groups will take on a single priority. There's lots of priorities we have together here, but as we think about strategic planning, we could think about the process in terms of dividing up some of our work into pillars or columns here, and then seeing those priorities through a process of determining what needs to be talked about, what needs to be on the table, what data do we need, what information do we need to collect to make wise decisions about our future together. Those priorities, those pillars, will include thinking about access and availability of this incredible Centre education. We want any student from whatever economic background to have access to this premier world-class Centre education. In order to do that, we need to have a good plan, a good strategy that will help us achieve that goal of realizing this education for any student who can come here, do the work here, regardless of what their economic background is. So access and availability will work with a lot of our students and staff and faculty who are interested in our admissions processes and in our development processes and how we advance the college to the goals of making sure that this is an accessible education for any student who gets into Centre College and wants to pursue an education here. We'll also be talking a lot about innovations in our curriculum and strengthening the areas of our curriculum that we just need to continue to drive forward. There will be opportunities to talk about what we might do if we were to have a certificate program and try to help students think about career goals that they want and how we're going to help them build a resume that will get them into the careers they want. We do an excellent job here of placing students into great careers, into the top graduate programs, into medical school, into law school. We want to continue to do that, and we want to build our innovative curriculum. So we'll have a group prioritizing that, working with academic affairs and working with faculty and students and staff who are interested in building up our innovative curriculum. We're going to look at diversity and inclusion and equity and how we encounter and support difference on this campus. And we're going to do that with our Office of Diversity and Inclusion, but we're also going to include a lot of folks in that conversation. How do we make this campus an even more inclusive campus? That needs to be a priority, and that will be one of our pillars moving forward. I love the fact that we're an athletic campus, that 40 to 45% of our students are actually scholar athletes. What an advantage, what an opportunity, what a strength to grow. And so we're going to have a team looking at athletics and the advantage there, including how it develops leadership skills for all of our students and how it provides part of our mission to graduate students who are leaders in their communities and in our world. I'm really looking forward to thinking about Danville, thinking about this region, having a team, having a pillar, having a priority on our regional relevance. What rises at center rises in the region. As the region rises, center rises. We are tied together. We are intricately tied together. And so it's going to be special to think about how our regional opportunities can grow in the next 3 and 5 and 10 years. I think sustainability and our environmental impact needs to encompass every priority. So it doesn't have to be separated out. But I also think separating it out as a priority is going to be important. It'll be important as we think together about the buildings we build and about the projects and initiatives we take on. We always need to have in mind what our environmental impact is and how to build sustainability in all of our work here at Centre College. So I'm happy that that's going to be a priority, that will be a pillar that we grow on. Residential life and engaged learning as a pillar in this process. And I look forward to working with our student life staff and faculty and students who can bring so much energy to thinking about what this campus should look like in 3 and 5 years with regard to our residential life program and how we engage students on this campus in both the curriculum and the co-curricular, where they can thrive and work together on this campus to build a better community here. We have a lot of goals over the course of the next year, and I really look forward to working with you with all of these priorities. There's lots of other things that will come out through this process. We're still going to be a very strong, a world-class study abroad school, right? We want our students to get out and see the world. So that's going to come out as we talk about these priorities. We're still going to be a school that is a premier education for students in this region, but we need to think about how we're going to build our brand further, how we're going to increase interest in Centre College from outside this region. All of these things will be a part of our strategic planning, and I look forward to working with you in the coming year on this strategic planning process.